Hey, what up, YouTube? How you doing? Jan, the Knicks fan, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. The Knicks lose to the Nets 114 to 112. What the deal, yo? I'm gonna tell you what the deal, yo. Tom Thibodeau, our super coach. That's right, I said it, Tom Thibodeau. How can I say it? I know he had a great career, winning 352 games, losing 246. Them are probably Hall of Fame numbers for some coaches. But we should have hired Mark Jackson. And the reason why, he can relate to young players. He can relate more to the game today. He knows Mark Jackson was a great player for the Knicks, and we should have gave him that chance. And a lot of people won't say it, a lot of people do say it, but it's like a well-known secret, but the elephant in the room, nobody really come out and say it, especially on ESPN or any other channels. But Mark Jackson is responsible for the success of the Golden State Warriors. But I'm going to get back to Tom Thibodeau, our super coach, and how he about to ruin the New York Knicks season. Yes, I said it. He's going to ruin the New York Knicks season. All right. He's basically overworking our players, the same thing that he did in Minnesota. Yes, I know. He's the same coach that took the Chicago Bulls to a 62-win season. I know. He had Derrick Rose. Jimmy Butler. Was Jimmy Butler on that team? I don't know. I got to do the research on that, but I know he took him to a 62-win season. And yes, the Knicks is sitting at #1 defensive team in the league right now. Yes, we're number 8. We should be higher. If we win against Boston tomorrow night, we might put us back in what? Maybe 5th. Right now we're 8th. We have Boston, like I just said, then we have Minnesota on Friday night. The rookie Edwards was there talking shit, so we definitely got to take care of business when we get there. But back to what I started off saying, he's overworking our players. Basically, he's killing them. He's going to kill the morale of this team, just like he killed the morale in Minnesota. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because last night's game, we should have won that game. Harden went out less than 5 minutes in the first quarter. I think the first time they dribbled up the damn court, he out the game. Kyrie gonna get his points. True, you know what I'm saying? And I knew he was gonna get his points, taking the amount of shots that he take. He's a very savvy player, very quick off the dribble. Let's face it, Kyrie is good. Very good player. He's a good player. He's no LeBron James because he can't carry a team. That's why he always bandwagon. But I'm just going back on my boy Tibbs. In the third quarter in particular, when the Nets made their run, he called the timeout. I said to myself, all right, he's going to put the bench in. Because when the bench came in the second quarter, we went up, I think, a 13-point lead. We took a 13-point lead. The bench came out and did their things. You know what I'm saying? The starters was doing what they had to do in the beginning. They brung it back, missing. Randall came out hot, doing what they was doing. Like they was step for step with the Nets. Y'all seen the game, and for those that didn't, I'm here to tell you. The Knicks and the Nets. It looked like I was like the Knicks is smelling blood in the water. I thought they had their shark fins on. Thought they was about to do their LL Cool J and imitation shark fin. They was going after the Nets. And then, like I said, the bench came in and they just moved the lead up even more. Then the starters got in. Lately, if you watch my videos, the starters have been coming out and falling flat because I'm saying, if you look at Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, where they rank in minutes played in the game right now in the season, they're up in the top 5. Right? They're up in the top 5. Then, let's get back to the third quarter. You see that our starters is getting a little tired. Matter of fact, Julius Randle came up limping. Come up the court limping. The Nets started making these runs. Like one play, they barely chased the son down and play any defense. He called the timeout. And know what he do? And this is about 3 minutes and 50-something seconds left in the third quarter. He sent the starters right back in while Steve Nash is resting Kyrie. He did not bring the bench back in. He played our starters from midway third quarter all the way to the damn end of the game. And that's why I'm talking about how he's going to ruin the season, because God forbid, next game, 2 games from now, we all know that Randall's dealing with a sore thigh, had a thigh contusion. Next thing you know, it can be a hamstring problem. It can worsen. This is what I'm saying. He's not giving it, okay, a lot of people talk about player management. And, I used to get into, Kawhi Leonard not playing for me, but think about it. You know what I'm saying? He rests, he feel the injury coming on. Y'all got a good standing, you know what I'm saying? Your team is doing good, they're feeling confident. That make the bench lose confidence in themselves and confidence in the coach. If the coach not gonna show confidence, you're like, listen, even if you're gonna play around, like, you need rest, I'm bringing my bench in. We was doing fine, because it wasn't like the bench came in, they was getting blown out. They was taking the lead, they was taking it to the Nets, and they was taking it to the last 2 games. The bench was doing what they supposed to do. When the starters sit down, it's when the starters get tired. I don't care, you got 5 minutes, 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. When the starters get tired, relieve them for 2-3 minutes. Bring them back in crunch time. 3 minutes left, especially if you got the lead. This is what I mean about him killing our season. And I don't know, Trey and Terry, my boy over there, Knicks Media, I contribute what I do to them because I got started off watching their channels, and realize that other people out there love the Knicks just as much as I do. I haven't really watched their channel in a minute, and I apologize if y'all do happen to come across this video, because I'm still a fan of your channel. So with that being said, I don't know if y'all talking about Tibbs overworking the players, but I think y'all should say it, talk about it at least, because y'all have a bigger platform than I do, and maybe it will reach back to somebody in the Knicks organization. Because if you look at it, I don't know what to say. Like, once Mike Woodson left, I don't know, the win and loss column started dropping, and the success, we are number 1 in defense, I think 15th in offense, but I'm actually going to contribute our success to our assistant coaches, like Kenny Payne and the guys. They're the ones who down in the trenches talking to the players. I'm the same. Tibbs is overworking our players right now. He's neglecting the bench and what we can do. And somehow that's going to boil over into the locker room. I've seen it. And it's going to kill the morale of the team. And I really don't hope that go that way. I really hope somebody in the organization, somebody pull Tibbs to the side and say, we're overworking our players. We got to rest them. Let's see what our other players can do. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make any spectacular trades or signings or whatever you want to say, other than the players we got. We know what we got, and we do have a nice squad. We don't have a championship team, but we have a mid-level playoff team. We have a team that can come in the playoffs and surprise some people. That's what we have, really. If he managed our players right, you don't know what the future can be. But I'm going to get out of here. And like I always say, I want you people out there to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.